got a little something for you. So, Dad, I don't have a cake, but I got a win in an NCAA tournament berth for your birthday. The 2012 Horizon League champs, the Detroit Titans. A huge second half from Ray McCallum and his teammates. They led by 2 with 8:15 to go and finished with a 24-8 spurt. Once again, our final.
Racing up the floor, or Tyler's, and watch Haupt trailing the play. I'd keep an eye on Haupt coming from the back. Here it is, Tyler. Here comes Clark. Throws it up. No. Rebound. And South Dakota State has climbed to the summit. For the first time, they're headed to the dance. Some of the writers here in the state of South Dakota this week, Bob, said this might be the biggest sports day in South Dakota's history. The women going to the NCAA tournament again, and now the men for the first time ever. It's a good day to be a Jack.
Is going to experience that same heartbreak. Western Kentucky wins 4 games in 4 nights and is headed back to the NCAA tournament.
Western Kentucky was dead and buried only just 2 months ago, and now the Hilltoppers sit atop the Sun Belt Conference, headed for the NCAA tournament. Congratulations, Western Kentucky.
Ray Harper brought this team from the brink of oblivion in the 2011-2012.
A high ball screen with Tawaski King. Got to make sure you get your shooters in the corners.
Does Western have one more answer? Cole. Rebound man. And that'll do it. In double overtime, Davidson beats Western Carolina, and the Wildcats go to the big dance. A gritty performance by favored Davidson. Got to give credit to Western Carolina. An amazing run comes to a close as Western Carolina falls 2 points short.
Partially deflected. Horn's going to sound, and the Gales are going to celebrate. A great battle between 2 great teams. A first for St. Mary's. They had never won the regular season title outright and then won the conference tournament championship. Randy Bennett has brought them there this year. The Gonzaga Bulldogs gave it all they had. won a game, and won a season for the West Coast Conference.
And Randy Bennett and his staff thrilled. Mark Few wondering what could have been different for his Gonzaga Bulldogs. A classic game, and Robert Sacre, great sportsmanship, with a smile on his face as always against his heated rival. Robert Sacre will not face the Gales again unless somehow the two were to meet in the NCAA tournament.
Robert Sacre and the Gonzaga Bulldogs epitomize the word class. And as difficult of a night as it is, they're walking away on the floor with a loss.
Team foul number 8 against Fairfield. Walker can ice the game if he makes the front end. And that should do it. Jimmy Patsos wants all his players off the free throw line. It's a 4-point game. All Landers heave, won't go. And the Loyola Greyhounds, in the championship game of the MAC for the second time ever, win it, and they are going to the NCAA tournament. Jimmy Patsos took the Loyola job 8 years ago when they were 1-27. And 8 years later, a rebuilding process complete. He has them.
You are on top of number 14, and Brandenburg is on top, which he is, of Fouch.
Back to Massenet to tie it. Massenet off the back of the rim. And VCU is headed back to the NCAA tournament. While the Drexel Dragons will have to sweat out Selection Sunday. A 59-56 win for Virginia Commonwealth over Drexel, snapping the Dragons' 19-game winning streak and claiming the Colonial Athletic Association Championship 59-56. For Dan Dockich, our entire ESPN crew, I'm Carter Blackburn. Coming up next,
Again, 1 out of the 2, but they have to score in a hurry. Brown for 3. Was looking to induce the foul, couldn't. And the Creighton Blue Jays are champions of the Missouri Valley Conference.
Well, terrific job by Creighton, and congratulations to Greg McDermott and the Blue Jays. They are the 4th team that we can say are officially in the dance.
And for Tim Jankovich and the Redbirds of Illinois State, job well done. And in that other postseason tournament, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Well, and they gave a terrific win against Wichita State, their first time beating a ranked opponent in 20 tries, and then giving Creighton all they wanted in this final.
Grant Gibbs and McDermott combined for 53 of their 83 points. For Mike Jaminski, Tim Brando saying so long from St. Louis. Next.
Unless they foul, that should wrap it up.
and they are dancing in Tennessee. The Belmont Bruins going back to the big dance. In the final swan song of the Atlantic Sun for the Belmont Bruins. Before they head off to the Ohio Valley, they finish off their run in the A-Sun in style.
They erase a 13-point first-half deficit.
Tennessee State, they have to get it in. Different inbounder. It's Moore, outside to Covington, off the mark! Murray State are the champions of the OVC. Heartbreak for Tennessee State. A sigh of relief around the country for a dozen bubble teams from major conferences and mid-majors as well that see Murray State survive, win the OVC, and make sure that Tennessee State doesn't steal a bid from those teams that Joe Lunardi has right on the bubble.
Repeat champions here in the Big South. They're going dancing. UNC Asheville shot 53% from the floor in this game to capture this 80-64 victory in their second straight Big South championship. LaFonso Ellis is standing by with the winning coach, Eddie Biedenbaugh.